This message was echoed again in Supreme Master Chinghai's discussion, It is Difficult to Renounce the Ego, with our association members on January 4, 2009.
Supreme Master Chinghai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
You remember the story about the KHIDR? Yeah? Okay. Now we're going to have another one here. It looked like the Muslim people love the KHIDR very much. Many stories about him. Yesterday we talked about why we have to hide. Remember, huh? Okay.
Yes.
So maybe the KHIDR, he's a real dervish, so he wants to hide all the time. So we don't see him often. He's just a spirit, you know, like an invisible helper, yeah? But I don't know why he's green color.
Green.
Go green, huh? Go green, ever seen already? Huh?
If I remember, Master Milarepa eating so much.
Green, oh,
Green,
probably, oh. But this guy is not physical. He probably want to remind you to go green, yeah? Be veg, go green, yeah? Good idea, good idea. So, the Muslim people has been going green, huh? Before we even talk about it. It's always fashionable, eh? Actually, I should wear green all the time, no? But at least I have some word here, you know, be veg, go green, yeah? Save the? Okay, good. We are still saving it. We're trying. We try our best. Okay. We talk about the Sufism, remember?
Yeah.
Yes, and the Sufism is one of probably the revived Muslim at that time. We already talked about why in many different religions they have different denomination, remember?
Yes.
Yes. So Sufism is also one of the denomination for Islam. Perhaps later on they have to change the name, the title. In the Sufism tradition, there was a master called Ibrahim ben Adam. He was a master of Sufism at that time. Maybe enlightened, looked like, yes. Otherwise, they wouldn't have called him a master. And he sat in the forest. There was a clearing in the forest, and he was sitting there, contemplating on God, on Allah, yes. And then he saw two dervishes coming toward him, where he was sitting. He welcomed them, and they talked of spiritual matters until evening came. When the night fell, Ibrahim invited the travelers to be his guests, you know, at dinner. Immediately, of course, they accepted. What do you think? Would you accept it? Huh? Yeah. Is there anything else to eat there? Berries. Okay. A table was laid with the finest food appear before their eyes. Wow. Isn't that nice? Let's see where from. So, one of the travelers asked Ibrahim, how long have you been a dervish? Because this kind of miracle, you know, yeah, must have been a long time practitioner. That's what they think. So Ibrahim said, 2 years. So one of the men said, oh, how come? I have been following the Sufi path for nearly 3 decades, and I have no such capability that you have shown us today, like you have manifested a banquet like this to us. He said he'd been practicing for 30 years, and he has not the capacity like this. Ibrahim kept quiet. So when the food was almost finished, a stranger in a green robe entered, you know, the glade. He sat down and shared some of the leftover food with them. All of them present realize inside that this is the Khidr. They all realize at that time that this green man probably glowing a little bit. Or just go in the forest and wear green like that. That must be the Khidr. What else? So they realized that. So they waited for him to impart some wisdom of the truth to them. But when he was leaving, the Khidr said to them, "You two dervishes and Sufis are the same, okay? The people who follow Sufism, they are dervishes. Yeah, either they say that or Sufi's master or Sufi's follower. Same, okay? You two dervishes wonder about Ibrahim. But what have you renounced in order to follow the dervish path?" Remember they asked Ibrahim, how long have you been a dervish? Practicing. Yes. So he said 2 years. So now the green man, I make it short, okay. KR, yeah? The first and the last. The KR said to them, "You've been wondering about Ibrahim, but you must know there is a big difference between you and Ibrahim." What difference? The two of you only give up the expectation of security and a very ordinary life. Now Ibrahim ben Adam otherwise was a mighty king, and he threw away the sovereignty of the Sultan of Bok to become a Sufi. See, he renounced a lot, and the other two renounced almost nothing. This is why he is far ahead of you. During your 30 years, too, you have gained satisfactions through renunciation itself. This has been your payment, but he has always abstained from claiming any payment for his sacrifice. The man in green. After saying that, he disappeared. Wow. So, there's no hope for any of us here, you know? Because we were neither king nor queen nor any royalty. You see, there is a difference. There were same actions, but the outcome is different. Why is that? Huh? The motive is different. Yeah? Expectation different. Why does he say that you too gave up only the expectation of security and an ordinary life? What did he mean by that?
Job, a family, friends, relatives.
If they even had a job, if he even have a family, yeah? If they even have any friends or relatives. Some don't have any, yeah? Or some relatives don't want a friend run away, yeah? And the employer always kick them out. Okay. Now, suppose they even have job, yeah? Family, friends. Then the KR, the spirit of Sufism, meant that they only give up very little. It's not much anyway. He said you just give up the expectation of security. That means that you may expect that you have security through job, through friends' help or family support. But you expect only. That doesn't mean you guarantee you will have it. Because you see some people have a job, but suddenly they don't have job. And they have house, suddenly they become homeless. It depends on how luck turn on you, huh? Sometimes you lost your job, then you lost your house, and then your wife also gone. Yeah. Of course, where do she stay with you, huh? Mostly it's like that. And friends also say yonaran, eh? Normally. Remember the joke I told you about the bank director, yeah? The man went home and was very sad. And his wife asked him why. He said, "I lost half of my friends since I lost my job as a bank director." And she asked, "What about the other half of your friends? They don't know I lost my job yet." Yeah, that's what it is. So, when he say you just gave up the expectations of security and an ordinary life, he meant Even as you say that you renounce something, but it's not much that you have renounced. So when we are in the world, we expect, that okay, we get a job, and then we have a good wife and have a good family. We expect everybody grow up, dreaming that you're going to have that. It's normal. Expect, but nevertheless, not always get, right? Not always get. Therefore, many people don't have job or family broken, everything happen, So, what he meant is, you just give up a very uncertainty, hope of a secure, comfortable, and good life only. You just give up that hope only. You renounce the world. But the world might have renounced you. If not now, maybe later, or already did, yes. So it's not much that you say you renounce. And nevertheless, for such a little thing that you gave up, you are proud of yourself, feeling you are monks this, monks that. The dervishes means the monk of the order of the Sufis, the official monk, So they were proud that they have renounced everything. And they think that is like a reward to them already. They are very satisfied that they are the monks, in appearance. Like, okay, they are something, They dare to renounce the world. They did not attach to the family that they don't have. They didn't care about the money that they did not earn. They didn't cling to the house that they mortgaged, that the bank took away already. For example, even if we have job, we have family, there's no guarantee at all in this world. So if we renounce just a little bit like that, it's not much in any way. Even then, it's difficult, I'm telling you. The KR say that the reason Ibrahim has such a merit, and couldn't even acquire some magical power is because he renounced a lot. He truly renounced in the whole sense of the word, that renouncing, Because, to be a king is powerful, no? And you have servants, You have many wives. In the old time, all the kings have many wives, So, for that reason, Ibrahim, the master, has more merit than these two. Is it fair that we judge somebody by the amount of possession that he throw away? Is it fair? No, is it? No, huh? No. Probably the KHIDR were looking through their heart, you see? That's why he said also that for 30 years as well, you have gained satisfactions through the renunciation itself. They took the mean for the end, you see? They think they renounce the world and that is already great. So they took too much pride in it. And that's why it's nothing. It's just ego, pure ego. Because in any country or in any period of human race, if you are monks or nuns, people respect you in any way, They bow to you, they give you whatever they have, always hospitable to you whenever you pass by their house. Or not all, but at least the one that belong to your denomination. Yes. So people give them so much privilege, so the monks and the nuns would be very difficult to keep their ego in check. This is the most difficult to renounce, the ego. Therefore, these two guys, although they renounce everything that they have, if they had any at all, they still cannot renounce the ego. Because everybody thinking, they are monks, they are renunciates, they are dervish, they are holy. They must be holy because they could renounce everything that a man cling dear to, Even if he doesn't have anything, he still can hope to have something. Even, right? And even if he didn't have any wife and children, he still can dream about it, Maybe one day he have. So, to completely give up all this hope and expectation, it is already something, no? How many people can do that? Therefore, they are revered and admired, worshipped by the householders who are still thinking that they're clinging to their possession and families and affection and so on and so forth. Therefore, everywhere they go, they get the royal treatment. So how can they ever be able to cut the ego? This is very difficult for them. I'm telling you all this to say to you also that heaven is also not fair. The Lord of Karma is not fair. You see? Ibrahim, the master, had this kind of magical power. It's no big deal, is it? He attained maybe astral level or a little bit above yet, so he can have this magical power. But it's already something, of course, yeah? He needs it in the forest. He can't go shopping, no? He's in the forest. He has no car at that time. So it's good that maybe heaven reward him with this magical power so he can transform things into food, yeah? Maybe he doesn't do that every day. Maybe he does it only when he have guests to treat them, good guests. So now, it's not fair, is it? Because the king, why could he be humble and satisfied now as a renunciate? Even though he looked for God attainment, yeah, to be one with God, fine. But for him, even though he renounced everything that is hard to renounce, of course, being a king and all, but still, it's easier for him now because he knows everything already. He had everything already. And he knows that he could even come back if he wants to. So it's easier for him to be satisfied with less. And he has been used to with respect, yes, and revered by the whole country. So for him, probably he had enough. Yeah, he doesn't lack anything anymore inside, He doesn't have the inferiority complex. He doesn't need any reverence from other people. Besides, he left the city. He went into the forest. Nobody there to test him. Yeah, nobody there to grill his humility or his ego or nothing. So it's easier for him to renounce that way, no? So I don't think it's actually 100% fair to judge the two monks by not being too humble and to praise King Ibrahim for being, too modest. But maybe it's just the inside, you see? Yes. It's not that easy either. It's not that easy either. Remember the story I told you long ago of a prince, yeah? He thinks he renounced everything. He wants to come and learn with the famous master, enlightened master. And the master thinks that he's not ready. So he did not impart to him anything yet. He makes him work and wait. So the wife of that master feels sorry for the prince and say, why don't you give him something? Initiate him. Give him some instruction. You just let him work and wait like that. He's a prince, and he renounced everything to come here. He didn't even bring servant or anything, so he's already very ripe. He's good, he's humble. The master said, you wait and see. Tomorrow, you throw garbage on him when he passed by, see what he say, and then come back, tell me. The prince came in the morning passing by, in front of his house, and she throw garbage, from the second floor, she throw it on his head. And he get mad. Whoever did this must know I am the prince so-and-so. If I was still in the palace, you see what happened to you. Lucky to you that I, try to be humble here, etc., etc. Okay, so the wife told the husband, yeah, master husband, and he say, I told you, he's not ready. Okay, long time afterward, the prince was trying to calm his mind and do some work for the master and serving in all humility, yeah, still outwardly, apparently, very humble. Do everything master say, yes sir, yes sir. And then the wife, felt sorry for him again. And he'd been working here a long time, and he does everything we ask without complaining. He eat what we eat. He slept, the way we sleep on the floor, and he wears, humble, very tattered clothes the way we have. He doesn't ask for anything. So he must be right by now. He must be ready. He's a prince, Come here. And the wife like also prestigious disciple, of course, nah? Yeah. Imagine if it's on the news, nah? CNN, 6 o'clock. Oh, okay, love it. So the wife is saying to the husband, the master, oh, please give him something. She worried that he will be out of patience, yeah? Maybe she felt sorry for him, maybe because the wife is not necessarily be as a high level as the husband master, no? Even though they're together, but doesn't mean that the wife is the same level. So she judged differently than the master, yeah? She didn't know much of the human inward development. She kept edging him to give him initiation. What if he run away and then we lost the big disciple, no? Big fish, no? Yeah. So the master said to her, no, he's not ready yet. The wife could not believe him, After all this apparent humility, and so diligent work for a prince, his hand already calloused and his feet, he walk barefoot, it is already look like a farmer now, and he wear tattered clothes and eat coarse food, and he doesn't look like a prince anymore, and he still hang on, yeah? She felt that he's good, and very, very sorry for him. But the master husband said, okay, never mind, okay, tonight, you fill your night pot with everything you can. You know the night pot? Yeah. And then in the morning when he passed by, you throw it on him. In the old days, they don't have toilet in the house, nah? They they empty everything at night in the night pot, no? They're going out at night, it's dark when they live in a primitive area, maybe it's a tiger jungle or something. Yeah, and it's dangerous to go out at night, so they do it in the house, in the night pot. In the morning they put it outside for the scavenger to take away. That is a normal thing before. That's why the scavenger have the job to do. Okay, now, in the morning you throw it on him, and then you tell me how he reacts. And then we will see, okay? In the morning she did exactly what the husband told her, the master told her. And then the prince, oh God, he jumped around and he smelled himself and he cursed heaven and hell, But of course afterward he felt that he should not do that. Of course he knew a little bit, but he didn't know who did it anyway. Okay, fine. So the husband told you? Told you? He's not ready. So the wife didn't say anything anymore. Until long after, maybe then one day, he will impart initiation to that prince. Yeah, the story did not say anything anymore. Probably say it, but okay, we understand, right? We don't need to know exact end, okay? Yes. Similar to Milarepa, yes, because not only he's eager for initiation, but he knows too much magical power. He feels very powerful. So for him to wait for initiation and working hard like that and has nothing, he feels kind of degrading and unfair treatment. That's what it is. So this prince is the same, huh? He felt like he renounced the whole kingdom, huh? Yeah, because he will become king later, Even if he come back to the kingdom, for a prince to go there barefooted and eat the coarse food and sleep on the floor, the way poor people do and work like a poor person, for the master so long, he felt like he has not been treated well. You see, that is the problem with the ego. When we do something, we feel like we're entitled for reward. And that's why he didn't get it. Milarepa also felt that way, so that's why he didn't get it for a long, long time. Even if he cheated, he went and said to the chief disciple somewhere else to give him initiation. He got nothing, no experience, because he wasn't sincere enough. So it's probably, in this book, it's not the judgment about the two people, the two group of people action, the king and the two commoners. But it's probably more inside of them, you see? Because these two, the KR, knew their inside out, that they had been too satisfied with the great act of renunciation. So they did not progress in their spiritual practice. Okay, this magical power, it doesn't mean anything much. It's probably just a story to illustrate the attainment of the king in comparison to the attainment of the two dervish, the two renunciates. Yeah, it's just the outward symbolism of the inner attainment. It's not like in Sufism they encourage or glorify magical power. Yeah, it's just symbolic, yes. So everything we do, we have to do with the utmost sincerity and egolessness. Otherwise we mess up more than we help. Even two actions look the same. It's not the same. The king also renounced the world. The two of them also renounced the world. But it's not really talking about materialistic possession here. They're talking more about the inside, you see? Because it says that you are satisfied with your renunciation itself, proud of it, you see? Therefore, once you set your ego at some certain point of your spiritual practice, then you stop right there. You will never go anywhere. But the problem is we don't recognize our ego. If we do recognize it, then we can cut it off. But it's very difficult. We don't even know we are proud. We don't even know we have ego. For other people, maybe as plain as the nose in front of your face. It's just for yourself, it's not that clear. At home it's the same. At home it's the same. Ego is ego, no matter if you're a man or woman. It will work the same on you. Now you know, huh? Ego is the worst enemies of humankind. It makes so much trouble, cause so many war, cause so much hatred, discord around the world. It's all the ego does it, nobody else. Okay? So if we can check our ego and keep it under control, then the world will be peaceful. Never mind sitting there and praying for world peace. Don't need to pray. Just check your ego and everything will be peaceful. Yeah? Peace begins in the house, you know? But many houses don't have peace. That's why world peace is difficult. The atmosphere has to be one of peace, you see? And it should start in here also. But that is not that easy, is it, huh? No, it's not, you see? Because it's one thing that he knows better. Even better than the master.